Up top, you don't know a Cheddar review, and these are the topics for today. Minister of Security speaks on human trafficking. Safari protesting no fur ban. Did Christopher Martin eat the kitty? Ex-Cecile had this to say. Beenie Man's baby mother bows after doing this. And Iyara claps back at Bounty. Wagwan people, want to say big up to everybody who is here right now. Respect and love and honor for the support always. You get me? Now on to the first topic. Minister of National Security had this to say about human trafficking. Check it out.
Emerging, of course, unfortunately, in the Caribbean, issues of human trafficking are most dastardly act, but it is growing in this activity, and we have seen recent challenges, a number of young ladies, in particular children, who have been murdered. And while the violence itself is reprehensible, there is concern that maybe some of the violence against our young women is involving with the traffickers. And here we have to focus on and requires the coordinator for all our security elements, the police, special operation area, along with the JDF and other areas. What seems to be a very brutal attack on our young women. That kind of violence is the other big cause of concern outside of the gangs. But it seems to be a kind of callous, incentive approach attack on our children, but in particular young women. I cannot say at this point that all of them are associated with trafficking, but that's also emerging as a major problem, and assault on our young females. It's something that we are concerned about, and having discussions with both the security force, the police primarily, and of course to see to what extent we can improve our capacity to deal with that kind of problem.
Yeah, people. So since lately we are hearing about a lot of cases where little girls are going missing, and the Minister of National Security thinks that human trafficking is one of the reasons why so much little girls are going missing and getting killed. You get me? So people, we need to be vigilant. We as Jamaicans need to start look out for each other. If we see like taxi man and them people, I look after the little pitney them, expose them. You see me? If we see no big man, I look after the little pitney and I talk to them and I flirt with them and them thing they expose them. You see me? Up top. So Christopher Martin was on Breakfast Club, and you don't know, Charlemagne the God always asks Jamaicans that one question. You eat pum pum? So this is what Christopher Martin had to say.
What are the stereotypes of Jamaicans that aren't true? Because you know it's all the old school ones, like yes, they don't eat pum pum.
Well, that's a fact for some people. You know what I mean? A lot of people do it, a lot of people don't do it.
You do?
I don't.
Oh.
You never ate pum pum in your life?
I never will. Why? And I'm not saying it's wrong or nothing, that's just a choice that I made.
Why?
Because I made that choice. I don't feel like I have to do it. I don't want to do it. If I wanted to do it, I would have done it. It's a free world, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day,
so if your girl
I don't want to do
this is what I like, I want you to do this.
If that's what she likes and I'm not gonna do it, then I think she's gonna step out. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I have to make that change to please somebody.
Is it considered disrespectful?
What?
Eating
telling her no?
Yeah, girls asking you to eat their pum pum. That's what somebody told me once.
No, it's not disrespectful. But I don't think it's disrespectful. You know what I mean? I'm open-minded though. I'm an open-minded Jamaican. So at the end of the day, you know, some people might find it disrespectful to be like, yo, you gotta ask me to do that. Well, I feel like if you ask a girl to do it to you, then you leave that door open for her to ask you to reciprocate.
So you know enough people now go really believe everything what Krystal say. Some people have it to say him answer that way there. Cause you know Jamaican culture no accept oral sex. Even though enough man in a Jamaica do it, them now come out and openly say them do it. You see me? So enough people believe say Chris just has said that because him there on Breakfast Club. So Cecile now get involved cause Cecile Christopher Martin baby mother. You see me? So somebody asked Cecile if what he must say is true, and this is what she had to say. Why you not attack me for, man? But yes, he's being truthful. I wouldn't lie for him. So you hear that, people? Cecile say the man no eat raw meat. You see me? So people, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Now, on to Krystal Tomlinson, Beenie Man's baby mother, the president of the PMP-YO, future politician, compares the prime minister to Hitler. So I'm going to read this article from Loop News. So the headline for the article is, Tomlinson bows to pressure, apologizes for comparing wholeness to Hitler. President of the PMP's National Party Youth Organization, Krystal Tomlinson, has bowed to public pressure and apologized unreservedly for having likened Prime Minister Andrew Holness to Nazi Germany's Adolf Hitler in a series of Twitter posts on Wednesday. In her opening tweet, Tomlinson said Holness' track record suggests that he is a prime minister who has scant regard for the court, the Constitution, and the separation of powers doctrine. Reminds me of Adolf Hitler and his approach to designing a new Germany. Just be a big man and admit you were wrong, Mr. Holness. The tweet suggested that Tomlinson was referring in particular to the Constitutional Court striking down in April of the controversial National Identification Registration law after deeming it to be a breach of the constitutional rights of Jamaicans. So you hear that people should compare Andrew Holness to Hitler. You see me? Enough people did disgruntled, enough people did a prayer for what she said. So she had to apologize, and this is what she had to say. On Wednesday, May 15, I made a tweet which drew a comparison between the constitutional violation of Andrew Holness-led team of public servants and those of Adolf Hitler. Tomlinson said that she has recognized that this comparison has caused great discomfiture to persons across the spectrum, from those with political interest to those who are casual observers of the governance process in this country. She added that, in my experience as a student of political science and communications, I accept that comparative analysis lose their effect when the audience is too disturbed by the reference to consider the possible merits of an argument. I would like to put on record my unequivocal apology for any offense that may have been taken to the tweet and for conjuring up any painful images of the result of the Hitler regime, which concluded with devastating genocide, second only to what my family endured during the transatlantic slave trade. It was not my intent. So that's her apology. You get me? People, let me know what you're thinking in the comment section. Up top. Now, on to Iyara and Ima clap back at Bounty, because Bounty made a post on Instagram. I talk about the article when I'm doing a star. You see me? Check it out.
Big man things, I just there with a real meds, you know. Because I get a whole heap of phone call from a whole heap of people, you see it? And watch this now. I'm going to read the interview where Killer posts up. Because that is like an interview. Longer than an article, you hear that? I tell them I hurt. Because watch this now, people. People can't say anything about them not have a clue. You hear that? You understand what I say, brother? Killer know that even Killer no respect himself like how me. Iyara respect Killer over the years. 10 years I'm there around the team. Him know we not have to talk things then. We been through the rough road with him. You understand what I say? When you look, me not have to name out the style of Killer always style. You understand what I say? Look for unruly face. General, I run me off a stage. And if you run off Iyara off a stage, dog, you can't do that to your youth, them Killer. You have to understand we have feelings like you human being. You hear that? You know the thing them we go through, you know. You understand? Man cut bomb buckler full dog. People don't have to understand how man feel. You hear that? I tell you that. And you know over the years, watch it. Europe tour, you got Europe. Killer, you know some man there on you hold it. Every country show you go, you call me. Killer, me a visa and I'm a book, me can fly to, you know, general. You never bring me gun nowhere yet in a royal with you, you know. How you think the people then look for me? People have me as one little idiot around here, as a youth full of talent and me a bad artist, and you know that. You hear that? The Sumfest thing now, how you feel make Sumfest I try? Pray me, Killer. How me for book for Sumfest and you know tell me about it? Me don't know nothing about the show in the dark. You can't make some face a pre. Remember my career just a rise in a J. Some Facebook Iyara. You know if you link me and tell me say Iyara, Ray about the show so I can prepare myself. What you want me do? Just grab up a regular pants and a regular shirt and run on for some face. For people say me I want like a idiot artist. If my dog them link me I can dance to your DJ. Me I go take the show. Because you don't know me have my youth them have to hate. Life real. The pain real, dog. You hear that? You do a nightly fix and interview in a brother. And when you do the interview, yes, you say a lot of things in the interview. But killer, when you tell the radio this jockey, them go suck them mother. And it hurt as youth round you. Me used to get way better rotation from the radio. When you tell the radio this jockey them that, my song then stop play. Me and every radio this jockey good. Anyone me see any radio this jockey, them show me love, me show them love. You over say me I say, you can't do them thing there. Dog man grateful for everything what you do for me. You know. Let me tell you this man. When a youth cup full in cup, bomb buckler full, you hear that dog, I just that's the thing there, you know. I own way.
Yeah people, let me know what you think in the comment section. Yeah people, I hate that you know. Pick up on yourself. Respect and love and honor always for the support. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram @CheddelReview @Cheddel. Don't talk.